So this truck, I made the truck so that it can be used again and again, and the whatever's in the back of the pickup can just change. So you can have the truck and you can have Easter eggs, or you can have a Christmas tree, or you can have a heart, or whatever I decide to make to put into the back. So this is kind of what it looks like. I still like my Christmas one where the view is this way, but I'm gonna kind of show you how to put this together. There are two pieces for the truck bottom, the piece for the top, the window insert, tires, and then 3 discs, one for each of the eggs. So the discs are, I just extruded this stuff and I haven't cleaned them. Hence why you don't see them. But this is what you're gonna start with. So what I found to be the easiest when I was assembling this was to take the 2 base pieces and put the tires in first. It also helps if you can get your pieces straightened out. So I'm just kind of gently manipulating this to straighten those. And then I have 2 different colors. I wanted it all to be this kind of seafoam green, but I didn't have enough soap dough, so a color I had on hand, and that was already, the dough was already prepped, was this navy blue. So navy blue it was. Not quite what I was going to do, but that's okay. So now I am going to basically just put my tires in. I take distilled water, again, it's always distilled water, and just paint that in. And then the tires should fit in. Super simple. Like, shouldn't be any issues with putting that in. Now, I just trimmed it off so that the edge was clean, so that it would be easier to attach them. I didn't have quite enough soap dough in the extruder, and so that's why I had to add more to get that extra length I was missing. Okay. So once I have the tires in, I'm going to basically, these 2 pieces will attach together. Next, what I'm going to do first though is add the top piece, this part right here, to the front of the truck. So this is the top, this is the window infill. Now you don't have to do the infill, it would be a hole, or you could just extrude the same color and make it all the same and not have that, like, you could do this teal, the same seafoam, and it would just all be like one solid piece. But if you want, you have the window option. Now the window goes in a specific way, so you can see this is the rounded edge, that's the flat side. This is the longer flat part, that's the shorter. So you need to, let me trim off the end so you can see. So you can see, short side goes on top, rounded side goes to the outside. This will fit in just like that. If you flip it over, find the front of the car, it should fit on just like that. So now the back side of the truck is going to basically fit in just like that. Now, when you do this, you're going to need to make sure that these are flush. So what I'm going to do is put water on the back side of the car, basically. And I'm going to kind of push from the outside, so from here and from here, and kind of gently push them together to start. And then I'm going to pick it up and see how that's not flush. I'm just going to shift it a little bit so that it all lines up. And when you do this, just be careful you don't push on the top part of the car and dislodge it, which I've done a couple times. Now, with the eggs, the slope down goes to the outside of the truck, and this slope down goes towards the inside of the truck. So they go like this, and then this piece will fit in between the two. The higher slope is for the egg on the outside. You could put them together first and then attach it onto the car. I just found for me it was easier to put it on the car and then like put the pink, then the purple, and then get that yellow one in there. So that's what I'm going to do. Now again, see how this is the long slope, that's the tall side, and this is long. This is going to the outside. And this one, I'm going to flip it around. So you see again the long slope down. It's narrower than the outside one, but it is going to go on the inside. So this one going down, it should match like this basically. So that slope goes on the inside, and then the larger side, goes to the outside, and this one will fit on the inside. Like they all fit specifically. There are my eggs, and my truck's falling apart. I said it's a little too soft to cut, and you can see I flattened my tires out because I pushed down too. It's just said it needs to sit out for a bit before I attempt to cut off any pieces, so I don't misshape and stuff. But let me fix my egg. But otherwise, yeah, you can see flattening out my tires already. That's how that goes together. Oh, let's see. Oh, well, that's not bad. Like, when I was embedding this, I could see all of this pushing up, but it's really not that awful. I'm surprised. I knew I wasn't getting the truck low enough, but that's okay. This was just a small batch. I didn't have a huge length of the truck. It was one of the last embeds that or discs that I tested, and I was sick of extruding, and so yeah, there was just enough to make 8 bars. And then design wise, I thought, oh, I should do it in like a scene, so it's driving or something, but I didn't have the will to do what I had kind of envisioned, and I was just tired at this point. So I was like, I'll just do a purple ombre because I don't really have any purple soaps. Like, I have some elements with purple in it, but no purple soaps. And since there was a purple egg and the whole color theme was kind of pastels, I was like, that will work. I'll do that. So yeah, not the most inspired design, but it works. I wanted to test the truck, and next time I'll do something more inspired. I said, after 3 weeks basically of just making embeds, conditioning soap dough, extruding all of that soap dough, then making soaps with it, I'm just burnt out. I could have gone a little bit slower because I do have time. Like, I needed to have all the spring soaps done by the 25th of February. So technically I could have taken a few more days, but that's not me. Once I get started, I just want to finish. So there you have it.